This is a quick review of how to read a current event article on Newsela while marking up the text. So our learning target was, I can read through the lens of a question. And the question that we're starting with is, should people be able to buy and sell antiquities? So I'm keeping that in mind as I'm reading. And I need to start by, let's see, so again, close reading is deep reading. That means each time we read, we dig a little deeper into the text. And we're going to do that right now by starting to reread our current event article. So the first step is to log into Newsela in a new tab. So we have Schoology already open. We're going over to another tab, searching for Newsela, and then signing in. So I'm signing in using student account. And my next step is to click on the binder to find the Islamic State article and make sure it's at my just right level. So I'm clicking on binder. I'm scrolling down to the bottom, and this should be the article on the top. Islamic State isn't just destroying ancient artifacts. I opened up the article, and I'm reading, you'll notice, at a 940 Lexile. Okay, I'm clicking to make sure this is my just right reading level. You may have already started marking up the text. So right here, this is the question I shared with you. I'm going to continue reading from this paragraph. But the group has also been doing something else with some ancient objects. It has quietly sold smaller items it took from Iraq and Syria. The group has made millions of dollars from the sales, experts said. Okay, so I'm pausing right here. I'm thinking this information is relevant to my question. I'm going to highlight this in green, and I'm going to write, this shows, so I'm thinking about how I could use this evidence. This shows that artifacts from Syria are valuable. Okay, and I'm taking note form over on this side, so you don't need to write complete sentences. You're just jotting a note to yourself so that you remember why this evidence might be related to the question, the lens that we're reading through. Okay, so I'm going to continue reading. I'm going to try to take one more note. So Islamic State is an extremist group. It has also been called Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. Another name is Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. It wants to set up its own country that would be run by Islamic law. Its fighters have taken over parts of Syria and some of northern and western Iraq. Okay, this is good background information, but I'm not going to highlight this because this doesn't really seem related to my question about should people be allowed to buy and sell antiquities. Okay, I'm continuing. This section is called A Danger to History. The items the Islamic State group has destroyed or is selling are very old pieces that show the area's culture and history. Okay, I'm going to pause and highlight that. I might use a different color. And this evidence shows why the artifacts are important to Syrian people. It represents their culture or their history. Okay, so again, I'm writing a note to myself over here in the margins. I'm going to continue reading, and as I read, I'm trying to mark, to highlight any evidence that seems related to my question, to my lens that I'm reading through, and then I'm going to take a note about why this information might be good evidence. So continue reading.